Ladies and gentlemen, friends and dreamers, today I want to talk to you about something that has the power to change your life, a concept that has stood the test of time, a concept that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. That concept is Napoleon Hill's definite chief aim. Napoleon Hill, one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century, taught us that success isn't about being the smartest, luckiest, or most talented. Success is about clarity of purpose, focus, and determination. The definite chief aim is your clear, singular goal, the one thing that you are relentlessly pursuing. It's the beacon that guides you through the fog of distractions and setbacks. Before we dive into this life-changing concept, I want to ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and share it with anyone you know who could use a little inspiration today. Trust me, the value you're about to hear will be something that can truly transform your life. Now, let's get into it. Today, we are going to talk about a principle that has the power to change everything about your life, a principle that will guide you towards success with unwavering clarity and purpose. That principle is having a definite chief aim. The idea is simple. Success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about having a clear, focused vision for what you want to achieve. When you know exactly what you want and commit to it fully, you set yourself up for success. Clarity is power. This simple yet profound statement holds the key to unlocking your true potential. When you lack clarity, you become like a ship adrift in a vast ocean, directionless and susceptible to the whims of the wind. Without a clear destination, it's easy to lose focus and be swayed by distractions, doubts, and external pressures. But when you gain clarity, you gain control. You transform yourself from a passenger in your own life to the captain of your destiny. Clarity is the first step toward any meaningful achievement. It is the foundation upon which success is built. Without it, even the most determined efforts will be scattered, and your energy will be diluted. It's like trying to run a race without knowing where the finish line is. The first thing you need to do is decide exactly what you want. You need to create a vision so vivid and precise that it becomes impossible to ignore. Your goal should not just be an abstract idea. It should be a clear, tangible target that excites and motivates you. When you have clarity, you eliminate the fog that clouds your vision. You stop wasting time and effort on things that do not align with your goal. Every action you take becomes purposeful. Instead of jumping from one thing to the next, unsure of what will get you closer to your objective, you make strategic moves that are always in alignment with your ultimate aim. Clarity sharpens your focus. It cuts through the noise of everyday life and allows you to see what truly matters. With clarity, you no longer have to wonder if you're on the right path. You know exactly where you're going, and you can measure your progress with precision. It becomes much easier to evaluate opportunities, make decisions, and face challenges because your goal is your guiding star. When the road gets tough, as it inevitably will, your clarity gives you the strength to keep moving forward. You have a clear reason why you must keep going. Your goal is not a fleeting wish or a vague hope. It's a specific, defined aim that drives you through adversity. In fact, clarity does more than just guide you through difficult moments. It propels you forward, helping you to attract the right resources, people, and opportunities. When your aim is crystal clear, the universe begins to align itself with your vision. You'll start noticing connections and opportunities that were always there, but only became visible once you focused your energy. The power of clarity goes beyond just knowing where you want to go. It's about creating the environment that makes it possible to get there. In essence, clarity is the starting point of all progress. It's the spark that ignites the fire of your ambition. It's the tool that allows you to measure success and stay on track, even when the journey seems long or uncertain. The clearer you are about your goal, the more power you wield in making it a reality. And when that clarity becomes a part of your daily life, you will find yourself accomplishing things you once thought impossible. So, take the time to define your vision, make it crystal clear in your mind, and then commit to it with everything you have. Clarity isn't just a luxury, it's the foundation of success. Once you have it, everything else will fall into place. Desire is the fuel that powers your determination. It's the internal spark that drives you to act, to move forward, and to push through any obstacle that stands in your way. Without desire, motivation falters and effort becomes meaningless. Desire is what makes you wake up every morning with a sense of purpose. It is the longing deep within you that refuses to let you stay stagnant, that compels you to take action toward your goals every single day, no matter the circumstances. When you desire something intensely, it transforms your entire mindset. It becomes more than just a goal or an ambition. It becomes an obsession in a healthy, purposeful sense. This level of desire means you are no longer casually interested in what you want. You are committed to making it happen, no matter what it takes. Desire is the thing that keeps you moving forward when the initial excitement of the journey fades, when the road gets tough, and when others doubt you or tell you to give up. It creates an inner fire that won't allow you to quit. At the core of this desire lies passion. Passion is the emotional drive behind your determination. It's what makes you pour your heart and soul into your goals. Passion takes you beyond merely thinking about your aim to truly living it. When you are passionate about your goal, every action you take feels purposeful. You become energized by the pursuit itself, and each small step forward feeds the fire that burns within you. That fire ignites your determination, and determination is what makes you unyielding in your pursuit. It ensures that even when you face difficulties, setbacks, or failures, your desire for success remains unwavering. In fact, desire is so powerful that it can turn the most daunting challenges into opportunities for growth. When your desire is strong enough, it propels you through the tough times. You will begin to see failure not as an end point, but as part of the process. It's simply a learning experience that will bring you one step closer to your ultimate goal. The fire of your desire won't let you stop. It will make you rise after every fall, stronger and more determined than before. Desire also has the unique ability to keep you focused. It sharpens your mind, pushing aside distractions and anything that isn't aligned with your purpose. When you have a strong desire, you filter out the noise of the world and remain laser-focused on your goal. The temporary pleasures and distractions that used to seem important begin to fade in comparison to the magnitude of what you want to achieve. Your desire becomes your compass, constantly guiding you toward your aim. One of the most powerful aspects of desire is that it becomes contagious. When you have a burning desire for something, others can feel it too. This energy draws people to you who want to support your mission, collaborate with you, and help you realize your vision. Your enthusiasm becomes magnetic, attracting the right people, opportunities, and circumstances. When your desire shines through, it creates an environment that propels you towards success. However, desire must be focused. It's not enough to simply wish for something. Desire must be channeled with purpose. Aimless, scattered desire can lead to frustration and burnout. But when your desire is linked to a clear, specific goal, it becomes a powerful engine that pushes you forward. This focused desire helps you cut through the confusion, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward with unwavering resolve. It gives you the strength to make the difficult choices, to sacrifice short-term comforts for long-term rewards, and to persevere in the face of adversity. In the end, desire is the force that sustains your determination. Without it, determination is nothing more than a hollow promise, but with a clear, burning desire, your determination becomes unstoppable. It becomes the driving force that moves you from where you are now to where you want to be. It's not just about wanting something, it's about needing it, about being so deeply committed to your vision that there is no other option but success. When your desire is strong enough, your determination becomes unshakable. And with this power, you will achieve things that once seemed impossible. The power of definite plans cannot be overstated. A definite plan is the roadmap that transforms your vision into reality. Without a plan, even the strongest desire and the clearest goal can lead to frustration and aimless wandering. It's like embarking on a long journey without knowing the direction you're heading. You may have the energy and enthusiasm to move forward, but without a plan, you'll eventually find yourself lost, uncertain, and wasting precious time and resources. A definite plan takes the abstract idea of success and makes it tangible. It breaks down your overarching goal into smaller, actionable steps that are achievable, measurable, and time-bound. The beauty of having a plan is that it turns your dream from something intangible and distant into a concrete mission you can actively work toward. A well-thought-out plan gives you a sense of direction, and it creates a framework that holds you accountable to your own goals. But having a plan isn't just about mapping out the steps you need to take. It's about creating a strategy that aligns with your strengths, leverages available resources, and prepares you for potential obstacles. A successful plan isn't just reactive, it's proactive. It anticipates challenges and creates solutions in advance. For example, if you are planning a career shift, a definite plan would not only include the steps you need to take, such as updating your resume or acquiring new skills, but also consider potential obstacles, like balancing your current job with the time needed for preparation. A great plan considers the what-ifs and equips you with contingencies for every situation. One of the most powerful elements of a definite plan is its ability to eliminate confusion and overwhelm. Without a clear plan, it's easy to become paralyzed by the vastness of your goal, especially if it's something large and ambitious. But when you break it down into a series of manageable steps, the path forward becomes clear, and every action you take feels purposeful. This reduces the mental burden of trying to figure things out on the fly and allows you to focus your energy on executing your plan rather than getting bogged down by uncertainty. The process of creating a plan also forces you to think critically about your goal. You need to ask yourself important questions. What is the most effective way to reach this goal? What are the potential pitfalls, and how can I avoid them? What resources do I need, and how can I acquire them? What skills do I need to develop, and how can I sharpen them? By answering these questions, you're not only creating a plan, but also strengthening your understanding of your goal and how to make it a reality. Once you've created your plan, it becomes a tool for motivation. Every step you take toward executing that plan brings you closer to your desired outcome. As you check off tasks and complete milestones, you see progress, and that progress fuels your momentum. Small successes build on each other, creating a positive feedback loop. You may not realize it, but even the act of checking off small tasks makes you feel like you're making significant strides toward your bigger goal. This sense of accomplishment keeps your morale high and reminds you that you are on the right track. Another important aspect of a definite plan is its ability to keep you accountable. A goal without a plan is a dream that exists only in your mind, but a goal with a plan is something you can measure, track, and assess. A plan provides the structure necessary to track your progress and hold yourself accountable for staying on course. It helps you identify if you're deviating from your intended path and gives you a chance to correct course before you veer too far off track. This accountability system ensures that you keep moving forward even when distractions, doubts, or laziness try to pull you away from your goal. While planning is important, so is flexibility. A great plan is not set in stone, it's adaptable. The road to success is rarely a straight line, and you will face unforeseen challenges along the way. A definite plan is not about rigidly following every step without deviation, but about staying committed to the end goal, even when the path needs to change. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the original plan needs adjustments or even a complete overhaul. The ability to pivot and adjust your plan as you go is one of the hallmarks of a successful strategy. It's this adaptability that ensures you continue moving toward your goal even in the face of adversity. In the end, a definite plan is much more than just a list of tasks. It is the engine that drives you toward success. It is the framework within which you work, the blueprint for your achievements. Without it, success remains a distant dream. With it, your vision becomes clear, actionable, and achievable. A well-crafted plan gives you direction, purpose, and a clear sense of progress. It keeps you motivated, accountable, and adaptable in the face of challenges. So, take the time to craft your plan with thoughtfulness, precision, and commitment, and watch as it transforms your aspirations into concrete accomplishments. Faith in yourself and your goal is the core of everything that you do on the path to success. It's a power that fuels your actions and gives you the courage to overcome obstacles, even when the road seems uncertain or impossibly difficult. Faith is not just about wishing for success, nor is it about blind hope. It's a deep, unwavering belief in your own abilities and in the vision you're pursuing. It's the knowing that, no matter how challenging the journey may be, you have the inner strength, the perseverance, and the resilience to see it through. Believing in yourself is where everything starts. If you don't have faith in your own capabilities, you'll never take the bold steps required to make progress. Self-doubt is one of the most powerful obstacles you will face because it plants seeds of fear and uncertainty that can paralyze you. These doubts will whisper that you're not good enough, that your dreams are too big, or that you might fail. But when you develop a strong belief in yourself, you understand that setbacks, failures, and challenges are simply part of the process. You realize that you are capable of handling anything that comes your way, and that your success is not determined by external circumstances, but by your willingness to persist in the face of adversity. Having faith in yourself means trusting that you are resourceful, that you can find the answers to problems as they arise. It means recognizing that you might not have all the answers at the start of your journey, but you have the ability to learn, adapt, and grow along the way. You trust in your capacity to find solutions, to acquire new skills, and to adapt your plans when necessary. In essence, you trust that you can evolve into the person who is capable of achieving the goal you set out to accomplish. Faith also means that you take full responsibility for your actions and the outcomes of your efforts. This is incredibly empowering. When you believe in yourself, you realize that the power to create your success is in your own hand. You no longer blame circumstances, luck, or other people for your challenges. Instead, you accept that your efforts, mindset, and decisions will determine the direction of your life. This sense of responsibility allows you to take control of your journey, knowing that you are the one who must drive yourself forward. You stop waiting for things to happen and start making them happen. Faith in your goal is just as critical as faith in yourself. Your goal is not just a destination, it is the vision that guides your actions, the reason you wake up every day and put in the work. When you have strong faith in your goal, you believe that it is not just a possibility, but a certainty. You see the achievement of your goal as inevitable as long as you keep putting in the effort, staying focused, and making progress. This unwavering belief gives you the strength to push through moments of doubt and discouragement. It helps you stay the course when things don't go according to plan and when you face the inevitable obstacles and setbacks that come with any worthwhile endeavor. Having faith in your goal means that you see the challenges and difficulties as part of the process, not as signs of failure. You recognize that growth comes through adversity. Every setback, every hardship is a lesson that is taking you one step closer to your destination. When you truly believe in your goal, you embrace the journey, no matter how winding or difficult it may be. You understand that each obstacle is an opportunity to learn something new, to test your resolve, and to refine your skills. Faith in your goal helps you see the bigger picture, keeping you motivated and focused even when progress feels slow. This faith in both yourself and your goal is what allows you to maintain resilience. It creates the persistence that is required to keep going, no matter how many times you fall or how many doors are closed in your face. When you have faith, you don't give up easily. Instead, you find ways to adapt, to adjust your approach, and to keep moving forward. Resilience is not about never experiencing setbacks. It's about having the courage and determination to keep moving despite them. It's about knowing that you have what it takes to overcome any challenge and that the pursuit of your goal is worth every bit of struggle. The power of faith is not just internal, it also impacts the external world. When you truly believe in yourself and your goal, it's reflected in everything you do. Your actions become more confident, more focused, and more deliberate. People sense your certainty and determination, and as a result, they're more likely to support you, offer opportunities, and help you along the way. Your faith acts as a magnet, attracting people, resources, and situations that align with your vision. In the end, faith in yourself and your goal is what keeps you moving forward when everything else tells you to stop. It is the anchor that holds you steady when life gets chaotic and unpredictable. It is the invisible force that helps you persist, overcome obstacles, and achieve what once seemed impossible. With faith, you become unstoppable. You begin to trust not only in your abilities but also in the process itself, knowing that every effort you put in is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. When you believe in yourself and the goal you're pursuing, you create an unshakable foundation for success. Persistence is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is the relentless drive to continue working toward your goal, no matter how many obstacles, setbacks, or challenges you face along the way. In a world that often values instant results and quick fixes, persistence is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up too soon. It is the key ingredient that transforms a dream into reality and turns fleeting ambition into sustained success. When you commit to a goal, you're not just committing to the outcome, but to the process, and the process is rarely easy or straightforward. The journey towards success is filled with difficulties, distractions, and failures that can easily derail your efforts. It's during these times, when the road gets tough, that persistence becomes your greatest asset. Persistence is the mindset that allows you to keep moving forward when everything around you seems to be falling apart. It's the unwavering belief that you will find a way, even when the path ahead is unclear. What makes persistence so powerful is that it is not dependent on immediate success or the perfect conditions. In fact, persistence often requires continuing the effort when it feels like progress has stalled, when results seem far away, and when there's no clear indication of how much longer it will take to achieve your goal. But persistence is what pushes you to keep going when every logical part of your mind tells you to stop. It's the unwavering force that keeps you moving, step by step, even if each step seems small or insignificant in the moment. The beauty of persistence lies in its compounding effect. Every time you push through a challenge, every time you get back up after a setback, you are building strength, resilience, and character. While success may not come immediately, the small, persistent actions you take each day build the foundation for the larger successes that will eventually come. Success is rarely the result of a single monumental effort. It's the culmination of countless small, consistent actions that, when added together, create the breakthrough you've been working toward. Even the greatest accomplishments are made up of a series of small, persistent efforts that eventually snowball into something remarkable. Persistence also helps you develop an incredible sense of discipline. It teaches you the importance of focusing on your goal, staying on track, and doing the necessary work, even when you're not feeling motivated. Motivation is fleeting, but persistence is a habit that can be cultivated. It's about showing up day after day, even when you're tired, discouraged, or unsure of the outcome. Persistence is about having the grit to continue even when things feel monotonous or difficult. It's the resolve to push forward, knowing that every small effort adds up to something greater. Another aspect of persistence is learning from failure. When you persist, you understand that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a valuable lesson in the journey. It's an opportunity to reassess your strategy, refine your approach, and try again with more knowledge and experience. Persistence enables you to look at failure not as something to fear, but as a stepping stone to success. It's the ability to keep moving forward, no matter how many times you stumble or fall. Each failure is simply a test of your persistence, and the more you persist, the closer you get to your goal. In fact, persistence is the antidote to self-doubt and discouragement. When you encounter setbacks, it's easy to feel like giving up is the only option. But persistence teaches you to ignore the negative voice in your head and push past the feelings of defeat. It's about having the mental fortitude to keep going, even when it feels like you're not making any progress. Over time, as you keep pushing forward, you start to realize that the small steps are leading you closer to your goal, and the doubts that once held you back begin to fade away. The world's most successful people have all experienced failure, disappointment, and rejection. What sets them apart, however, is their ability to persist through those difficult moments. They didn't stop when things got hard, nor did they quit when they faced obstacles. Instead, they persisted, and that persistence allowed them to find new opportunities, solutions, and ways to reach their goals. It's not the most talented or the most gifted people who succeed, but rather the ones who keep going when everything else tells them to quit. Persistence gives you the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to changing circumstances, and keep your eyes on the prize. What's more, persistence enables you to develop a growth mindset. You begin to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth. With persistence, you learn to embrace obstacles and understand that they are part of the process. You stop viewing challenges as roadblocks and start viewing them as opportunities to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. This mindset shift is crucial because when you persist, you are always learning, evolving, and improving. Persistence also fosters a deep sense of self-belief. When you continue to push forward in the face of adversity, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. Each small victory, each milestone you reach, reinforces your belief in your own abilities. This self-belief is essential because it's what drives you to keep going, even when the journey feels long or the finish line seems far away. The more persistent you are, the more confident you become in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. In the long run, persistence not only leads to success, but it also builds character. The challenges you face along the way shape who you are, molding you into a person who is capable of handling adversity with grace, resilience, and determination. It teaches you patience, humility, and the importance of long-term thinking. The act of persisting through challenges transforms you, helping you grow both personally and professionally. Ultimately, persistence is what transforms dreams into reality. It's the quiet, unshakable belief that no matter what, you will keep moving forward. It's the realization that success is not a straight path, but rather a series of small, consistent efforts over time. By staying persistent, you continue to grow, adapt, and move toward your goal, and one day, you will look back and realize that all the struggles, all the setbacks, and all the hard work were worth it. Persistence is key because with it, there is no goal too big, no challenge too tough, and no dream too far out of reach.